some women are going to extreme lengths to persuade their partners to give them a baby. Even, would you believe, letting them cheat as a kind of compromise. What do you think about that,
well,
Auntie Colleen?
Yeah, if it gets to that stage, there's not long left for the relationship, really, is there? But, you know, obviously she's saying, listen, I just want a baby and you can do what you want,
do what
basically.
you like, yeah.
But I know of a couple, a few years ago, friends of mine, actually, who he cheated on her, actually, and her way of forgiving him was, I will take you back, but I want a baby now. And they had one straight away, and I don't think he wanted any more, but he knew that was the only way.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Really?
They are actually still together, yeah, but I did think at the time, oh, I'm not sure that's a way of
sticking
plaster
back.
baby.
Yeah, it often work, really, does it?
I've got that kind of old-fashioned notion about babies, that it should be two people that, you know, are in love and that both want the child. I mean, I know there are some men that kind of go, oh, don't know if I want all that nappy thing again, is different.
Yes.
You know, and you kind of go, oh, look, it'll be fine, or you slightly kind of make them feel more comfortable about it. I think there's a big difference between that and a man who really does not want another baby, and you just say, well,
But then you have
I
to
want
respect a man that says, OK, we'll have another baby, but because I'm not into it like you are, because I don't want to go through the night feeds, don't moan at me when I leave it all to you, and then that's your decision, really.
Well, yes, I suppose you can't complain if you know
I
how
think
it
it
feels.
depends. The point is, if I was in a relationship where my husband cheated anyway, and I wanted another baby, and he didn't want any children, and I didn't have another baby, and I've regretted it all my life. Now, if I'd have been in that situation now, I'd have said, OK, if that's the game, I want another baby, and then you can have your own life and do what... He was doing it anyway, do you know what I mean? So you can't kind of argue to that, can you? But I would have had the baby out...
Well, even with a man that you probably didn't love, or did you love him at that point?
I probably did at that point, but he didn't love me. So he was just having, you know... So
but then why would you say that was a good idea, then, to have...
Because I have now... didn't have another baby. I only had one child.
And Anthea, I know you wanted to have children and couldn't, but when you met Grant and he already had 3 children, did you ever have that conversation about...
100%. We had that conversation. I mean, I've had more IVFs than you could shake a stick at. And you know, isn't there something that you have the conversation before you get married, not into the marriage? And if there's any ambiguity here, if you think that there's a point, this man doesn't want to have children with me, don't go there. And you want children. If your ovaries are on a route march...
Yeah. I think it's more about the more children, so sort of
Yes, we've got two.
Absolutely. And, well, you went through that, didn't you? Of course.
Well, and I had one, obviously, with Eamon, and I was 42 by the time I had Jack, and when he was about nearly a year old, and we were having one of those coochie-coo moments, you know, Jack was doing something cute, and Eamon was going, oh, look at me, so lovely. And I said, oh, shall we have another one? And he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. And he went, really? I'll have 5 kids then, really? And I knew that kind of meant...
Not sure.
And I had that moment where I thought, I'm 42, I'm very lucky, as you know, at that age to get pregnant.
But did your friends sort of say to you, seize the moment and just go
I've had
with
people
it?
that said, oh, just do it. You know, I was like, I'm not sure anyone wants another one. Well, just do it. You know, because a lot of people
Do
do
you
that.
sometimes wish you had?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
I'd have definitely had another one straight away after Kira. I was really brave.
why did you?
Kira was... Ray definitely didn't want any more. And I did have 3, and I think it was just that fear of, I'm 36 now, so if I want another one, I better have it now. But it didn't last, and also you have to have sex to have them. I don't like them.
That is a problem.
Always a downside.
There's a downside.
But if you're thinking... But if you're thinking of the child, because you always think, you know, you don't want somebody to be an only child unless there's a problem, and it is always nice to have brothers and sisters, especially as you grow older. Then in actual fact, it's like Jack really has got... He's not an only child, is he?
If you thought that got heated, wait until you watch these and click here to subscribe. You may as well. It's totally free.
In my situation with Emily, I think she's really nice. I'm actually glad he's with someone like her. She's a proper lady. She speaks really well. It seems she's come from a lovely family. The kids love her, never say a bad word about her. I'd rather he be with someone like her than some gobby person like me. And I have to thank her, because I actually thank her that now the situation with us all talking, I think made a difference in having a woman and his wife. So now we all get on, because Kieran's always been nice with Pete.
Yeah.
And the kids prefer it.
Yeah.
I think
that's the thing.